Alright guys, welcome back to another episode Up and Running. Thanks for watching. Alright, on today's episode, we're going to work on a 1951 M38 Jeep. I hope you enjoy it. Alright guys, so many of you probably picked up on this. This is technically a Willys, and it needs a master cylinder and have the brake fluid changed. So we're going to get after it today. I hope you enjoy it. Put a new master cylinder on this bad dog. I've never done one of these before, so it'll be new for me too. Now I know it's not mounted on the firewall, it's down underneath. I'm just going to let some light in and see what we got. Alright, it's like way down there on the side of the frame. Alright, so let's take a look where it is. It's way down on the bottom. It's mounted on the side of the frame. It's way down in there. I don't know if you can see it down there or not, but that's where it is. I'm going to put it up in the air and we'll take a peek at it from underneath. Alright, let's take a walk underneath here and see what we see. It's got drum brakes on the front. So these hinges right here allow the front of this to tilt down. So like if you want to take an engine out or something, you can tilt that whole grill area down. And you got skid pans underneath, several places. So here's the master. Right up in here. Hopefully you can see that. I'll try not to block it. And then you got the pedal assembly up in there. I'm going to try to turn this around a little bit. Hopefully you can see it. Maybe I can get up into here a little bit. It's right in here. Trying to figure out what the best answer is to get this down. It looks like I got to take the stuff off the front first. And then I think that it'll swivel down, disconnect the pedal. But anyway, this Jeep's really nice, or technically it's a Willys, I guess. A Willys Overland is who would have made this, but it's really rust-free. This thing is really nice. Try to get rid of some of the glare for you. But yeah, there's no rust on this. That's the whole rear drive shaft right there. Pretty short. Short and sweet. So, alright, let's start. Alright, this is going to be a little bit hard to film, but we are going to get right up in here to take the lines off, the brake lines. Oh. That one came loose. Let's hopefully the other one does. And it did. Okay. I think now that I know those are going to come loose, I'm going to take out some of this other stuff so we just don't have fluid running the whole time. Cotter pin. Oh, that's nice. That came out. I think I got to take, there's a spring there I got to take off. All right. I think I need a another wrench. I think there's just 2 bolts that hold this on, and it should pivot down out of here. All right, 1 brake line off. We're gonna bleed the whole system on this thing too when we're done. All right, the other brake line is off. There we go. There it is. Ooh, Nelly. That wasn't too bad. All right, let's transfer stuff or put the new one together and get it bled. All right, so here's the new cylinder. Looks just like the old one. We're gonna have to transfer some parts over it. We gotta bleed it. So let me take a look at getting the old parts off of here. This is a 3/4 inch wrench. Ooh. There we go. Little fluid. Alright, so we got a new one of these right here with a couple of new washers. Yeah, that one had 2 on it. Yep, okay. We can leave the switch on there because we're going to reuse that switch. And looks like we just slide that out of there. I'm going to clean that up a little bit. That's a little bit crusty. And then we'll be able to slide that into the new one. So let me go ahead and clean that up. All right, so we got this all cleaned up. Set that aside. New one over here. Let me there we go. All right, that's put together. All right, so the customer wants .5 silicone brake fluid, so that's what we're using. I'm just working it back and forth to get all the air bubbles out. I can see straight down in air bubbles. I'm just working it in and out. It all of a sudden got really hard, so I think we're there. And I'm not seeing any more bubbles inside the cylinder. Oh, there was one. Oh, I got just a little more air, so one more time. There we go, that was all fluid. That was all fluid.
All right, just let me find my phone, put this over there, that's all. Is it warm in here, you guys? Warm? Yeah.
So I can't get the clutch, the brake pin past the clutch lever without taking the whole thing out again. So I'm going to have somebody go up top and push the clutch, and hopefully that'll move it far enough where I can get that lever past it. It's always something fun. All right, there we go. New one's all in. Should be good. Now we just have to exchange the fluid out of the entire system. Sorry I couldn't get some good detail on the filming on that. It's just too tight up there. All right, let's take a look in the engine bay of this Willys. In case you're wondering where the dipstick is on these, it is underneath that. I will tell you, the first time I looked for one of those, it took me a few minutes longer. So these have one battery right here and another battery underneath that cover right there. Looks like somebody converted this one with just a regular old alternator. Probably not a horrible idea. These are the lockouts. You flip these out and then you rotate it and lock them in. These are all set up. They have cutouts in the hood so you can put the big air snorkel on them so you can get them down into the water. Then you can do the same with the exhaust. But they come with the hood pre-cut for that. Then these are the hinges to tilt the windshield forward so that whole thing tilts forward. From what I'm told, I have no experience in this, if you take this engine out and you hook onto here, one point, it'll lift the engine out level. If you lift it from this one, it'll lift the engine and transmission level. So that's kind of a neat design. Then that's the oil filter, air filter. Alright, I believe this is an access hole to get at the brake reservoir so we can put more fluid in when we're bleeding them. I think with a funnel we'll be able to get at that and you know, get the lid unscrewed. Let me grab you guys and I'll show you what's down through the hole. So that's the top of the master cylinder right there. Alright, let's get bleeding.
I'm gonna pump it, okay?
Okay.
Wow, it doesn't feel that bad.
No, when I drove it yesterday, it felt really good.
Hold in. How was it when you pulled it in? Down.
It was a little spongy. You know, there were still brakes closed, but
And I'm gonna pump.
Alright.
Hold in. Down.
Close. Alright, we got brakes. I don't want to roll into the creek, so alright. Alright, the brakes feel good. You could fall right out of this bad dog. Woo! Yeah, the brakes feel real nice. Whoops, the blocks are still in behind the wheels. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode Up and Running. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode with the Willys Jeep, and be sure to come back next time. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell right next to it for the notifications, and click the like button. Thanks for watching.